In today's fast paced business environment, change is the only constant. Organizations must continuously adapt to stay competitive. But how can they successfully navigate change without losing momentum or encountering resistance? One proven approach is Kotter's 8-step change model. This framework provides a clear roadmap for leading effective and lasting transformation. Let's explore these 8 essential steps that empower companies to embrace change and achieve sustainable success.
So, for step one, create a sense of urgency. Change starts when people feel the need to act now. For example, a company losing market share to new competitors must communicate this threat clearly to motivate action. Step 2, form a guiding coalition. Gather a team of influential leaders and employees across departments who will champion the change and build trust throughout the organization.
Step 3, create a vision and strategy. Develop a clear vision that explains the benefits of the change and a strategy to get there. This vision aligns everyone's efforts. Step 4, communicate the change vision. Share the vision often and through multiple channels so that every employee understands and embraces it.
Step 5, empower broad based action. Remove obstacles like outdated processes or resistance and encourage employees to take initiative and contribute.
The sixth step in Kotter's 8 steps of change model is generate short-term wins. So create and celebrate visible and early successes to build momentum and morale. For example, piloting a new system in one department and showcasing its benefits before full rollout. The seventh step is consolidate gains and produce more change. So use the credibility from early wins to tackle bigger changes and keep the momentum going. Leadership must stay committed and address emerging issues.
Step 8, anchor new approaches in the culture. Make the change stick by embedding new behaviors into the company's culture and linking them to long term success.
The application of Kotter's 8-step change model, a real-life marketing shift in the US e-commerce business. When a company has been doing things the same way for years, it's difficult to introduce new strategies. That was the situation when I walked into as a marketing head of a US-based e-commerce company that sells construction materials and landscaping equipment. So not exactly the most trendy industry, but that doesn't mean that it should be left behind in the digital world. So the first thing we started to do was create a sense of urgency. The first thing I did was to show the team why we couldn't afford to wait. I gathered data on the declining click-through rate, rising ad costs, and customer feedback that said things like, the website is hard to use, faulty, or I found a better deal somewhere else. I've also showed how our competitors were using influencer marketing and TikTok videos to reach the exact customers we were losing. And once people saw the numbers and how real the threat was, they started to understand that change wasn't optional anymore. Second is to build a guiding coalition. So next I pulled together a small but strong team of people from different departments. We had digital marketers, content creators, a sales rep, a customer service lead, and even someone from logistics who understood the complexity of shipping bulky items. We didn't want just yes men, we wanted passionate individuals who understood the customers and were excited to help shift the lead. Next is to form a strategic vision and initiative. So as a team, we agreed on a clear goal: to become the most trusted and convenient online destination for construction and landscaping solutions. That meant improving our online presence, connecting better with customers, and making the entire shopping experience smoother. Our main initiatives included redesigning the whole website to be more mobile friendly, setting up a CRM to personalize email campaigns, launching educational video content, so pro tips for pros, and partnering with micro-influencers in the construction and DIY space. The fourth is communicate the vision. We didn't just send out long emails and hope for the best. Instead, we launched an internal campaign called Built for the Future. I held weekly meetings with the department leads, created a simple progress dashboard everyone could access, and shared customer feedback that reflected our improvements. I also used our company chat system to post updates, small wins, and even just memes to keep the energy up. The fifth is empower broad-based actions. So one big challenge was getting people comfortable with new tools. So we invested in short training sessions for email automation, website editing, and customer segmentation. We also got rid of unnecessary approval processes that slowed down the campaigns. And if a member had a good idea, they were encouraged to test it out. No red tape, no gatekeeping, just action. The sixth is generate short term wins. So we made sure to celebrate small victories early on. Within the first 3 months, our new video series started getting traction, and our bounce rate dropped by 22%. Even better, sales of landscaping equipment rose by 15%, especially under smaller contractors and first time buyers. These wins helped us convince skeptics and build momentum. We shared the results company wide, gave shoutouts to people behind the projects, and even sent out small bonuses to employees that went above and beyond to thank them. Next is we consolidated gains and produced more change. So after seeing success in a few areas, we didn't stop there. We used the feedback to launch localized campaigns like targeting snow removal contractors in cold states and pool builders in warmer ones. So we also started building out a full content hub with blog posts, comparison guides, and how-to resources. These changes weren't just about the marketing, they helped customer service and sales teams too. And finally, we anchored new approaches in the culture. So to make sure this wasn't just a one-time push, we made digital growth part of how we work. We include marketing innovation goals and performance reviews, continued our Built for the Future check-ins each quarter, and shared customer success stories during company-wide meetings. New hires got onboarded into our CRM and content system from day one.
I have experienced Kotter's 8-step change model in sports. In volleyball, Kotter's 8-step change model helps team improve by first creating a sense of urgency to motivate players to act, then building strong leadership through captains and key players who guide the team. Setting a clear, shared goal like winning or enhancing teamwork aligns everyone's efforts, while frequent communication keeps the team informed and engaged. Empowering all players by removing obstacles encourages active contribution, and celebrating small wins boosts morale and confidence. By maintaining momentum from early successes and embedding new habits into the team culture, volleyball teams can achieve lasting improvement and stronger performance on the court.
So for my personal insights, in creating urgency, I highlight real challenges early on so the team feels like they need to act and not to delay. Second is to build leadership, so I encourage others to step up and take ownership of tasks based on their strengths. Third is to set a clear goal. I make sure goals are simple, achievable, and tied to our shared purpose. Fourth is communicate often, so I keep everyone in the loop with regular updates and clear instructions. Fifth is empower players, so I trust teammates to make decisions and solve problems on their own. Sixth is celebrate wins, so even small wins are worth recognizing to keep the team motivated. Seventh is keep momentum, and after a success, I quickly set the next target so we don't lose focus. And finally, we make it last, so I apply what we learned to the future task so improvements stick.
As a business owner, I know firsthand how challenging it can be to navigate change in today's fast moving market. With new competitors emerging and customer demands constantly evolving, it's critical to act quickly and decisively. That's why I rely on Kotter's 8-step change model. It gives me a clear and practical roadmap to manage change effectively. When I see risks like declining sales or increased competition, I make sure to communicate these clearly to my team to create a sense of urgency. I have learned that change can't happen if I try to do it alone. So I build a trusted group of leaders and influencers across different departments to help spread the vision and overcome resistance. I focus on developing and sharing a clear vision that aligns everyone's efforts, which really helps reduce confusion. something many small to medium businesses struggle with. I also make it a priority to empower my employees by removing obstacles, whether that's outdated processes or hesitations about change, so we can keep moving forward. Celebrating short term wins is important to me because it shows my team that their hard work is paying off, which keeps morale and confidence high. But what matters most is anchoring these changes in our company culture so the improvements stick and our business becomes more resilient and ready for whatever challenges comes next. By following this model, I've seen how we can transform businesses to be more adaptable and prepared. It's a process that emphasizes leadership, open communication, and a strong culture. Elements that are essential for aligning people and processes, and ultimately driving growth and employee engagement.
And for my own personal insight, I am Claudia Eunice Evangelista Huso, and as a business management student, juggling multiple responsibilities, I found Kotter's 8 step change model helpful in managing personal stress and academic workload. Creating a sense of urgency, like setting personal deadlines, pushes me to act early and avoid procrastination. I've learned the importance of building a support system through study groups, professors, and classmates to help lighten the load. By forming a clear vision, such as maintaining a certain GPA while practicing self care, I can prioritize better and use my time more effectively. Encouraging friends to stay disciplined also helps create a motivating environment for change. I've identified stress triggers like social media and lack of sleep and worked to eliminate them to stay focused. Celebrating small wins, such as finishing tasks early, keeps me motivated and reinforces progress. As I gain momentum, I gradually take on bigger responsibilities like balancing academics with wellness. Over time, these strategies become habits that help me stay organized and mindful of my stress levels. What started as a response to stress has turned into a sustainable routine. Kotter's model reminds me that even personal growth needs structure, and with it, I can become more resilient, not just as a student, but as a future leader.
Change doesn't just happen overnight. It needs a roadmap. That's where Kotter's 8 step model comes in. So, first we have to create urgency. Start by shaking things up, show people why change is critical now, not later. Secondly, we have to form a powerful coalition. Build a dream team. You'll need strong allies to push the change forward. So we also then have to create a vision for change. Like, what's the destination? Craft a clear, compelling vision everyone can follow. And then fourth, we also have to communicate that specific vision, spread the word, keep the message consistent, clear, and constant. For the fifth, we have to remove the obstacles. Identify barriers, then eliminate them. Make sure no one's stuck in the old ways. So, for number 6, we have to create short-term wins. Score some quick victories. Early success will always build momentum and silence the doubters. So, second to the last, we have to build on the change. Don't stop. Use early wins as fuel to tackle bigger challenges. And last, we have to anchor in the changes in culture. Make it stick. Reinforce the new ways until they become the norm. And I'd like to end this video by saying, change is a journey. And with the Kotter's model, you have a map for it.
Kotter's 8 step change model offers a clear roadmap to guide organizations through complex change, from creating urgency to embedding new ways of working. In today's evolving business world, This model remains a powerful tool for leaders aiming to drive successful lasting transformation. Thank you for watching.